today. So we'll just have a conversation, and we'll check in people as they sign in. We have a few more minutes before 10:30. So I'm just going to talk, because otherwise when people start watching it, they'll be like, what's going on here? We're recording this session. This is the session for the 36 to Life members who have indicated that, excuse me, they are ready to get signed up and get using send out cards. So we're going to record this session for those of you who aren't able to be with us live, and we'll get you going and choosing the right system, the right program within the system that's right for you. And we'll get going here in just a few minutes as people come into the Zoom webinar. So if it's silent for a little bit, just when you're watching the recording, just fast forward. Or, Nancy, you said to me this morning in a message that you've got 3 cards ready, you've sent one out, and so what's your experience so far as someone really fairly new, like just a few days signed up? What's your experience so far with send out cards?
I actually love it. It's big on sending out cards anyways, but such a drag for me to send them out that it's like, this is more motivating. It looks more professional. You don't have to sit there and write. And by the time you write a few cards, your writing has gone really downhill. But this just looks better. It's easy to use. And, you can send them up ahead of time to be sent out. But it's just the ease of using it.
Awesome.
And it looks great.
So have you received a card from me yet?
Yes. Yeah. Before I signed up, I got one. Yep.
And that's usually what happens. And I think a lot of you that are on this call today are on this call because you've received a card from Anne or from somebody that's, that touched you in a way that you go, wow, I want to do that for others. And that's the same thing that happened to me 10.5 years ago. I got a card in the mail from someone I really didn't know, but it was so personalized that I sat at my desk, picked up the phone, called him and said, how did you do that card? And so that's been, for me, a real, lifesaver. So, here we go. We've got Andrea. Andrea, are you currently using send? We're kind of just doing a roll call of people who have signed up or who are here to sign up today. So are you currently signed up?
I'm not, no.
Okay. And how about you, Thomas? I saw Thomas earlier. Maybe he's off and on. I know Lisa is signed up.
Yep.
And Jim, how about you? Are you currently using send out cards?
Not yet.
Okay. Nick, have you pulled the trigger and signed up yet? Or is that today?
Not yet. Still working on it.
Okay. How about you, Chris? No. And Tammy?
Not yet. I'm going to be re-signing up.
Okay. And Kevin? How about you?
Not signed up yet.
Okay. And then we have Mark. Hi, Mark. Beautiful family picture. He's on mute. How about you, Amy?
Not yet. Downloaded the app, but need to learn some more about it.
Okay. Good morning, Ann.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I actually get to talk today. Get it?
If I've missed some of you, you're coming in quick, and it's good to have you here. I'm recording this session for the people who are unable to be on the call this morning. And so what we're going to do, it's going to be interactive, and you're going to be able to get your account. Our goal, mine and Ann's goal, was when she sent out that message on 36 to Life, is who's ready to get signed up. And Ann share your thoughts behind this, because you've been using send out cards for a while and you just got signed up. So I'm going to turn it over to you.
Well, my thoughts at first were, I'm too busy for this. This is ridiculous. Whoops, sorry guys, my phone. That was my first thought. And I remember Gayle and I getting together. We've talked about it through the years, but I was like, oh, no, I just don't have time. So then when Hank started talking about it, I was like, yeah, right. Like, that's actually going to happen because we have 1,000 things going. I mean, it's crazy. And I really didn't think it would materialize. And then we had an FU session, which if you all know me, maybe you don't know me, I don't use that term. So when I finally told him to F off about it, he challenged me. And I went, oh, no, you didn't. I'm going to call you on that one. And I started using it and I got addicted. And I'm an artist and I love sending out handwritten notes, but this can fill your creativity with also, like, who was it that was bringing it up? Your hand gets tired after so many handwritten notes and you lose creativity on what I'm going to say. And then you think, do I want to say the same thing to everybody? So this fills all of those fun needs, because you've got all the cool things that they give you in the app to use. And I steal things from Facebook, the great quotes on not Pinterest. I steal things from that to use a lot of times too, because they speak to me, they're going to speak to somebody else. So once I started and I took Hank's challenge, now I'm addicted and I'm loving it. So I wanted to open an account for me, not just Hank's account, so that I can start doing the same thing to my personal database, my human base. So that's me in a nutshell.
So our goal here today is to help you get started, give you some information so you know what plan or package is going to be best for you. And so what I want you to do, I'm going to just ask that each of you, I'm going to share my screen. Let me minimize this a little bit. And feel free, and help me out if people have questions as I go through this.
I got one blinking right now.
Okay, and get back over here. Share screen options. Sorry, guys.
We're not as savvy as Hank is. We were noticing that yesterday when we were talking.
he goes back and forth like nobody's business.
He does.
So, okay, if you can all see my screen, I'm on the Send Out Cards account. I'm going to go ahead and close out a couple windows just because I don't want things to blink and distract me. When you have an account, you have, whether you're a customer or distributor, your account's going to look like this. You're going to have all the same buttons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the download section, and I'm going to show you a plans and packages sheet that has the different programs that will allow you to see what's best going to fit both your needs and your budget, because you can all benefit from. And if you're moving around a lot, go ahead and mute yourself if you would, because there's some background noise. Thanks. I won't boot you off like Hank does because I'm nicer. Okay, so here's the plans and packages sheets. There's different ways to get started with Send Out Cards. I recommend everybody be on a subscription. I talk all the time about sending one heartfelt card every single day. And these are cards without an agenda. We're all categorizing our human base into A's, B's, C's, and building that up. And so you can do that within the Send Out Card system. You can actually create groups within the CRM portion of Send Out Cards to have your A's, your B's, your C's, and your D's. I've been doing this for 10 years, and I'll be the first one to tell you that it's very difficult for me to whittle down 5,000 people in my database to A's, B's, and C's, because I'm operating on different planes. You as a Send Out Cards user will be in my database as a contact for that as well, depending on how you're using the system. So I have my real estate clients A's, B's, and C's, my Send Out Cards A's, B's, and C's, And everybody should be sending at least one card, one heartfelt personal card every single day. Hank's teaching us to go through, on our 50-25 one, to go through social media, hit the like. There's 20 people a day that you're going to give a virtual handshake to, that you're going to connect with, that maybe you're going to go back and forth in conversation. And there's, those 5 conversations a day. There's no reason why 1, 2, or 3 out of those 5 conversations every day don't receive a card from you. And so preferred subscription is highly recommended. That'll give you enough points. See, you can see it's a point system. 100 points equals basically 33 cards a day. Each card is 3 points. And then there's bundle packages. So this is where you have to make a decision. So what I want you to do, if you're on a split screen, I want you to actually go to sendoutcards.com right now. While I'm sharing this, I want you to actually be looking at it on your screen. And when you go to Ann, what's your ID number?
Oh, okay. You're testing my skills now. Let me minimize. I'll be back. Seems like I wrote it down.
Okay, while Ann's looking that up,
Yep.
so if
Be
you go
patient with me.
No, they can go to sendoutcards.com, and I want you to click on the join. Okay. I'm gonna open up another window so you can follow along with me if you're.
Right.
I'm going to log out of my account, so I'll be basically in the same screen that you are in. So when you're at sendoutcards.com, I want you to click on join, and you're going to see these different packages. The personal bundle, the marketing bundle, unless you have a real estate team of, I would say, 4 or more people, you're not going to look at the business bundle. That's designed for multi-users on the same account. My husband Steve and I, we bought the marketing bundle. We share, we can both be in the app. We can both be in our accounts at the same time, utilizing that. So the marketing bundle is going to fit most needs of people. So here's what comes in these kits. These are just ways for you to get started with the tools that you will need within the system. So we talk about the handwriting font and the signatures. I use both of those because of the marketing bundle. The first impressions kit is, I'm going to just click buy now. Click buy now on the marketing bundle if you want to see. We'll go inside and see what's offered. So the first impressions kit are 6 designed campaign cards. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Celebrating new possibilities. And these are campaigns that are in your account, so that, let's say you're at a networking event and you meet someone that you really liked, want to connect with, you exchange business cards, you have their address, you took a selfie with them because they're a really cool person, and you want to connect on social media, and you want to connect with them through sending a card so that it's a more solid connection. The first impressions kit with these cards make it very easy for you to be able to do that on the fly. You can drop that picture in that you just took. It's a pre-designed message. You click send, you add their address, and it's done. So if you like to have things done for you, like campaigns, marketing bundle is a really good offering for you. It has also the MRM training portal, $99 value. That's a 2-hour discussion teaching that Cody Bateman, the founder of Send Out Cards, does in increments. How to build the right mindset, the philosophies behind relationship marketing. And I think if you watch that, you will see the huge correlation of why the first time I was in 36 to Life, I was like, this is like co-branding with what Hank's teaching and what I've been taught for the last 10 years. So the MRM training portal is very valuable. The memory vault, we all know, Verizon keeps reminding me, Mac keeps reminding me that my memories, my free memory is running out, and click to upgrade. Well, SOC Memory Vault gives you up to 2,500 contacts, 100 campaigns, 1,000 photos, and 500 saved cards. So that's a value if you're starting out with a large database, because you can import them into the system. And keep in mind, we're concentrating on 400, right? 396. The handwriting, font, and signatures is a $49 value. The 200 bonus points that come is a $78 value. And then the startup campaign value pack is a $180 value. It's a 7-touch campaign. So if you want to put one of your, let's say you want to nurture your B's or your C's, you can put them on this campaign, and they're going to receive 7 cards over the course of the year that you design, that you set today, and it goes out springtime, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, spring, birthday, and anniversary. So there's 7 touches that they get, and those campaigns are already pre-designed. Again, I recommend the preferred subscription, and then to add $25 to your expense fund. Now, there's also the distributor option. No matter if you choose to be a $39 subscriber, or you purchase a bundle with it, anybody can become a distributor, share send out cards, and get paid. It's $50. And I'm going to show you in a minute. I'm going to go back to that plans and packages sheet and show you what that value is and how you can get paid from send out cards, because and maybe you can jump in here and just share why you've chosen to be a distributor.
Well, and someone did ask, Amy asked, can you upgrade later? And yeah, you certainly could upgrade later. But I decided to be a distributor just because now it's like, once you like the Baby Ruth candy bar, you want everybody to know that you like the Baby Ruth candy bar. So I was thinking, why not? Why not share it with everybody I want? And if they want to do it too, then come join the party. I mean, that's just kind of my attitude. And mind you, you guys, I have had plenty of opportunities to be a part of other things that do this, but this is what we believe in at 36 to Life. And this is a lifestyle. I mean, it's just something that's so easy and so silly. Why not have everybody else come join the party? So that's why I wanted to be a distributor. And it makes sense money-wise too. Does that help?
Yeah, and I'll show you why that makes sense. So if you're telling me and you're looking and you go, I don't have $395. I'd like to have that package, but that's not in my budget today. Then I'm going to highly recommend the personal bundle for you. The personal bundle. And one thing I didn't mention, like the biggest thing is the custom branding. I should have my cards here and showing you, but I think you've seen enough of them to know. When you're sending cards to your sphere, and like Anne has probably sent most of you that are on this call today a card. And what's on the front of the card? It's not Ann and Hank generally, right?
No. Some people might have gotten one. It's because I couldn't hack into their Facebook. Oh, look at Matt.
Yep.
Yep.
Awesome. And so that is, yep. The custom branding is, in my opinion, the biggest thing Send Out Cards has done in my 10 years. Besides the app on the phone, besides creating the app so I can send cards from my phone wherever I am and I don't have to go back to the computer. The custom branding, because when I first started, what did I do? I uploaded my business card and I put an image of my business card inside the cards that I sent. And, so I'm even ashamed to say this today, a birthday card with an image of my business card on the inside, how crappy is that, right? I've learned that over time, because relationship marketing portal, that $99 that I spend listening to Cody Bateman over and over tell me the philosophies of how and why and when to send cards is what it's all about. But here's the deal. I'm taking a picture off Facebook today of someone. And here's an example. Our past client, Sherilyn and Brian posted the other night that Sherilyn was going into surgery the next morning and was just asking for prayers. What did I do? I stopped. I stopped right then. I clicked on Brian. I found a picture of Sherilyn, and their daughter, Tasia. I put them on the front of a card, and on the inside of the card, I just said, I just saw Brian's post on social media, and I just wanted to let you know that we'll be praying for you, that you'll have a fast, complete recovery from your surgery. Big hugs, Steve and Gayle. There was nothing in that card about real estate. On the back, I even, once you get into relationship, I would probably say Brian and Sherilyn are B's in our world. When you get in relationship, on the back of the card, I think it was just maybe a picture of Steve and I together, and it said in friendship and celebration. There comes a point where you don't even have to tell people who you are. You can brand yourself with send out cards in a way that they get to know who you are, how to find you. Yes, I have our picture and our logo and our contact information on the back of cards and some of the branding for some of the cards I send. But the branding, it helps you to stand out and be memorable, okay? Because the card's all about them. When you send a card, you go buy a Hallmark card, you pay $5 for it, you write a little message, or you like their message and you sign your name and you send it. What do they do? What do people do when they get that card? They turn it over and they want to know how much you spent on them, right? Oh, they only spent $2 on me, or wow, they spent $5.99. Well, I'm here to tell you, if you put a picture on a card, they'll turn it over and they'll see you, and they'll have a feeling of gratitude and appreciation, a sense of significance. People will feel significant when you send them these cards. So the personal bundle gives you the branding. It gives you the 4 signatures. It gives you 100 bonus points to get started. So that, again, 33 cards. You have up to 1,500 contacts, 50 campaigns, 500 photos, and 250 saved cards. Again, recommending the preferred subscription. So what I want you to do before we leave this call is choose which one fits you and get signed up today. Hank challenges all of us, right? Well, he challenged me, and it's interesting. He sent me a message yesterday, 1 year ago yesterday, and we were talking about me creating something where I teach some cards.
Yeah.
Like a 4 to 6 week course. Like
I remember.
That was a year ago yesterday. And I'm thinking, oh crap, we haven't implemented very well. But here's the thing. I've been learning, and this is who I am. It's what I do. It's like I am send out cards. And it's a part of what I do every day. And so I am, with Hank's help, implementing a 4-week intense, accountability coaching course for send out cards for realtors. And, I'm going to be charging $144 because 44 is my favorite number. But everybody who signs up, who signs up and is on subscription, or already is on subscription, will be able to take that class for $36. And that's going to
be fun.
It's going to be within the next 2 weeks, because we have the holidays coming up, and I want you to be able to connect with your database this holiday season. And I'm going to make sure I'm going to wear my boot camp hat and make sure that you implement what you're purchasing and implementing today. It's one thing I don't want send out cards to be another shiny object for you. It's this coupled with 36 to life and the philosophy will give you more return than I've seen anything else out there. And I'm involved in some large groups, and I see a lot of things that are implemented by agents, but I want you to get into this and use it and be successful and start creating top of mind awareness through others that are going to help you gain those 36 referrals. I mean, my husband and I have received upwards of 140 referrals so far this year from our database. We have not prospected. I like I say, I send cards and we stay in touch and we communicate. Social media, 50, 25, 1, 50. I mean, consistency over time will give you the desired results that you want. So I want you to implement this. I want you to be successful. You've already been on the receiving end of what send out cards can make you feel. Patrick Haggerty did a Facebook Live, and I just happened to click on it and watch it. And it was all about a card that I sent to him and how it made him feel. And I was like, oh, wow. And it was just giving back to him because I think he's a pretty phenomenal young realtor, savvy, and I've watched him grow through 36 to life. 3 ways you get send out cards. You receive a card, you send a card, you get a check. Now, we're going to talk about the distributor option. I'm going to go back to that plans and packages sheet.
Really quick, Gayle, I know Jennifer Cacarmo is on the call. She took an awesome vacation with her mom, and it really touched me watching her pictures and posting. And I was just getting addicted to send out cards at that time. And I wanted to send her a card every day. I mean, I was so excited because the pictures were beautiful, but it filled my heart to see her having so much fun with her mom. And, she can add to it, but it was really fun to see her post it when she got home that she had gotten the card that reminded her of the vacation. And it just made me, I was like gushy. It was pretty fun. So,
Jennifer, do you want to add to that?
She's probably trying to unmute. She can't unmute.
There. Now you're
there you
unmuted.
are.
Can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
So it's 3 points for a card. Is that regardless whether there's a photo on there or not?
Yes.
And then the expenses, the postage is on top of that.
Yeah, 49 cents. So really, when you're on subscription, it's $1.66 for a delivered card.
Okay. And in your database, can you set it up so that people automatically get cards on their birthday every year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Those are my questions. Thank you.
Awesome. Jennifer, how do those cards make you feel?
I mean, it was a highlight. I mean, coming back from vacation, it was so wonderful just to see that card with myself and my mom on it and know that someone was following me on my vacation. And I don't know. I mean, it really, really touched me. And it's on my desk. I look at it every day, and it motivates me to go on another vacation with my mom every year.
Yeah.
So it's very, very powerful.
Glad to hear it, Jen.
And the fact that we have that ability, and see what Ann is teaching you is how to touch other people. And when we do that with our database, when we do that with the people that are close to us, like I say, you can get to the point where you don't even have to put your logo on the back of a card. You can put another picture of their vacation on the back of the card, because they know who you are. They know what you do. They know how to find you. They thoroughly trust you, and they will bring business to you. So as a distributor, like I say, it's a $50 add-on to, and you can add that on at any time. My goal is to get you in and using the service, but and by default, you're going to have people that want to know what you're doing. And the stories you create, like the story Ann and Jennifer have created, will touch other people, and they'll want to do the same thing. And so when you refer somebody to send out cards, you get paid. Personal bundle, you get paid a minimum of $70. There's different ranks. So you have sponsor, distributor, manager, senior manager, executive, senior executive, and Eagle. There's 5 different levels. My husband and I are executives with send out cards. So when we sign up a personal bundle, we make, what is that, $145. When we sign up a marketing bundle, personally, we make $320. So, you know, that's the beauty of being able to share this with others, is not only does it work, but now you're getting paid to do what you love to do, to get the results that you want to get, and it's paying for itself. There's no other marketing program out there that I believe that I've witnessed in the last 10 and a half years that pays for itself. Hank talks about with EXP, you know, the residual, the passive income. Well, with send out cards, you also get paid a residual income. So you get paid on the cards that you send, as well as a distributor, as well as the people on your team. So this is just a chart that shows if you had 3 distributors that each had 3 customers, you'd make a whopping $7.44 a month. But if those 3 went out and did the same thing, and you did that 7 levels deep, your monthly residual income going no higher than a manager would be $16,000 a month. So that might change your world a little bit. And like I say, this is just by casually sharing with people, by doing. Now, people sign up for send out cards, they don't do it, they don't send cards, they're not going to be very successful. As realtors, we sign up, we take our tests, we become realtors. If we don't do something, we're not going to be successful. Business isn't just going to come to us. But I'm your sponsor, I'm your upline, and I got this down pat, and this is my passion. I will be teaching it. I'll be teaching you to use it successfully. And if you want to share it with others, I will help you share it with others. So those are the ways that you can join. And that's the goal of this class, is to get you on board. So how many people that are on the call right now are in their computer and they're actually setting up their account? That's what I want to do today, because we're going to take you to the next level of getting trained and using this service. And does anybody want, I'll sign into my account and I'll just kind of show you. Oh, maybe it was. I'll show you how I have it set up. So if I go to my contacts and find a contact, I have different groups. So you can see that I have my top 100 top of mind. And if I click on that and I go to find the contact, no, they must be, what account am I in? I gotta check myself here. Okay, no wonder. I have 2 accounts. My real estate company, I have an account. I set up an account just for my real estate clients. So I'm going to do this again. Like, I have more than 15 top 100. So I go to my top 100 clients, find a contact, and I have 172.
You're so organized, Gayle.
Now, if I wanted to send these 172 top 100 clients my Pumpkin Fest invite, I go down here and I choose this campaign. I say send campaign to check. It's going to calculate 516 points, $84. So basically take 172 cards times $1.66 to get the monetary value. But here's the cool thing, is I'm able to do that right now. 172 cards are going to get sent with the click of a button. That's how easy it is to create and send cards through the system. Birthdays, you asked about birthdays. So let's go, I'm going to go to let's go look at November birthdays. And I can click on find a contact. Oh, I'm doing something. Hang on. Last time I did that, I had, maybe they were my top one, because I had top 100. Okay, I'm going to select all and go to November. Find contact. 98 birthdays in November. So again, Spike, you asked about if you could program to send birthday cards in advance. What I do is I create a few different birthday cards. So you can see I have birthday card, dog years, birthday woman, birthday boy, and cupcakes. I could send 98 cupcake cards by clicking here, send campaign, 294 points, $46. I just sent 98 birthday cards in November. And here's the cool thing. I don't have enough in there. I'd have to go reload my expense and my points to be able to send this. But here's the cool thing is once I've sent them, I can go to view unfulfilled campaigns. And I can look here. Heather is, I can go look at, edit that. She's got a birthday card going out. It's going out October 27th, tomorrow. And here's what her card says. I set this to go, probably several weeks ago, but it picks 7 days prior to the birthday and it sends. So look at this cute little card. Here's the front.
Oh.
And then on the inside, that's how many in dog years, but see the first name field? That's going to pull Heather from the contact manager. So it's going to say, Heather, just remember, age is not a number, dog years are not. Age is just a number, dog years are not. Happy birthday to you, friend. Cheers, Steve and Gayle. So here's an example. This is our personal handwriting font. This is typed in my own little handwriting, our signatures, and the card gets sent. I see that there's people asking questions. So
yeah, there is questions, Gayle.
Okay, so what kind of questions do we have, Ann?
Let's see. Someone was asking about the they were looking at the marketing bundle, and then we said no, focus on the personal bundle right now. And then Chris was asking a little fuzzy on the difference between personal and marketing. Can you explain?
Okay, let's go back to that. I like visuals. I'm a visual learner. Here's the difference. Well, the marketing bundle has a value of $754 because it's filled with more things. So if you like if you like campaigns that are pre-designed, the marketing bundle has really 6 campaigns, cards, and then this campaign value startup pack. So that's another 2 campaigns that you can use that are already pre-designed. You just personalize them. And like the 7 card campaign, I'll show you what that looks like. 200 points, so you get 100 additional points and the memory. So it's really the training portal and the campaigns that are a part of the marketing bundle versus the personal bundle is just kind of a very brief scaled down. You get your custom brand manager, you get your signatures, you get your basic storage.
Does that help, Chris?
And here's
there's just a lot of details in there. I mean, when I'm looking at, again, the personal bundle versus the marketing bundle, I mean, some of the verbiage, I guess, I just don't know what any of it means. So it's tough to create value when you don't know what any of that stuff means. Do you know what I'm saying?
So yes, I do, and thank you for your clarification. So
yeah, like I don't even know what points. I don't even understand. What is a point? What does that have to do with any of this? I don't get it.
That's a good question, Chris, because I was confused by it too.
Okay, so I'm going to bring up another download that I'll show you, and it's the paper application. It has the same information on it, but here's what it does on the back. So this will explain the points. You have a postcard that you can send. That's 1 point. It's just a simple postcard. I don't recommend postcards that much because they get damaged in the mail when they go through the runners sometimes, and especially if you're putting a picture of somebody on the front of a card and then they get the card and they're smeared, it doesn't make a very good impression. And it's not any fault of send out cards. It's just the fault of how the cards are handled at the post office. A 2-panel card is just like a greeting card, 2 panels, and it's 3 points. So when you're on the monthly subscription of 100 points per month, you get to use them towards the cards and the gifts. A 2-panel card is 3 points, so that's 33 cards a month for 100 points. A 3-panel card, hang on just a second, I'm going to grab, again, as a visual person, I will show you what these look like. A regular greeting card and most of you have gotten a regular greeting card, so it's just a 2-panel. This is a 3-panel card, so it's the front. It opens up big. You can add lots of pictures to it. You has the flap, so you really have 6 panels of a card to work with. This is 4 points, so about $1.56 for a card like this. And we happen to use a 3-panel card when we close on a home, and it goes out to, I think I left a couple cards at my office anyway. So a 3-panel card is 4 points, and a great big card, this is like an 8x11 card. I use this as an anniversary card. So this goes out at the 1-year anniversary of the closing. And, it's kind of impressive. You put pictures of, maybe them at the final walkthrough, and then you can design it, and then the custom branding is on the back. So this is a big card, 15 points, comes in an envelope like this. It's pretty impressive, with its stamps. And so it's less than $6 cent for a big card like that.
Lisa sent one to Hank for his birthday. I didn't need to see that much of Hank on that card, but it is huge and he loves it. So yeah, but it is really cool. It's a very fun thing. I think a kid would love getting something like that in the mail on their birthday.
Right. And so again, you can design a custom greeting card with your system by going to the card catalog. We'll go to birthdays.
Before you get off the point thing, though, I'm still missing something here. You're talking about this is a point. This is like, is that instead of saying it's money? Like what is this point that? Do you see what I'm saying here? I'm missing what you keep going. It's a point. This is 3 points. What is this point?
So
what is the point of the points?
You know what?
You'll get there.
Yes. Okay. So I can't wait till the point system goes away someday because we spend a lot of time talking. $39 a month, 100 points per month, purchase additional points for 39 cents. So when you're buying 100 points, you're paying 39 cents for each point. If you do a pay-as-you-go, can you see my chart, Chris?
Yes.
You can see you can be on a pay-as-you-go system, 1 through 99 points, you're going to pay 66 cents per point. That's the value of being on a preferred subscription. $39 a month, you're purchasing 100 points. Those points translate into cards. So if you're sending postcards, you can send 100 postcards a month for $39. If you're sending a 2-panel card, you can send 33 2-panel cards a month for $39. Plus
so the cost, the overall cost, you're looking at a one-time purchase of $195 for the personal bundle. Then there's a $39 a month, and that's where the points come in. It breaks down how much you can send with that $39.
And if
I got it.
Okay, woo!
And can I add?
Is that right? Is that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And let me tell you what messed me up, Chris, in the beginning was Hank didn't pay for the preferred customer a month.
So I kept going in making cards and thinking, why do I have to keep adding points? I was super confused. Well, it was because we weren't doing the preferred customer. We ran out of points really fast. And then we'd have to add more and buy more points. And so now that we've got the preferred customer, sometimes depending upon what I'm sending and how many I'm sending, we have to add more points. But lately we have not had to add more points. So I got really confused too. So that preferred customer thing is so smart.
So depending on the bundle, then at $195, is the personal bundle. You can go up to the $395, but you're still going to have that $39 a month, and then you can up it from there as you need.
Right. So you can see here under the preferred, no commitment, cancel online anytime.
Okay.
Unused points are good for 18 months. So if you are on subscription and you only send 15 cards this month, that's 15 times 3 is what? 45 points. You got 55 points in your bank left over. Those carry over for a year and a half. And I will personally strangle anybody who would ever have points expire, because then you're not using the system. If you run out, like Ann said, and you need to buy more, you get them at the lowest price. So excuse me, you can go back in. And it's like, I need 400 points this month. Well, you get to buy them at the lowest price because you're on the subscription.
So that $39 a month though basically gets you a set amount of points. How many points was with that? 100 bonus points per month.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to pay your postage on top of that though, which you said is about $1.50 or something.
Well, it's 49 cents. It's whatever first class postage is for.
Okay.
A postcard is 35, a greeting card's 49 cents. If you're going to send the brownies, because we talk a lot about, the 2-pack of brownies that come, that you get delivered. And, so this was a package that I received with a card, but unfortunately fortunately my niece and her fiance are here, so the brownies are gone. But this gets packaged with this really nice, your personalized card for $10. $1.17, 3 points for the card, not to confuse you, but the gifts, 10 points for a 2-pack of brownies. So that's $3.90 for the brownies monetarily, and about $5 for shipping. So, getting a card and a gift sent in the mail. These are fantastic for after listing appointments. If you meet someone that's given you a referral, everybody that sends us a referral, I just send them the card that says, I have a campaign created that's a thank you for your referral, and it goes out with a card and a 2-pack of brownies. So I want people to remember me for getting yummy, just.
And those brownies are dangerous. They're so good.
And we're going to talk about that in the 4-week training. We'll get down in when, where, how, and why you would send different things to different people, and how to create those campaigns, because those are time savers, and it will help you as you start to build your database within the system.
Can't wait.
So, Chris, did that answer your questions about points?
Yeah, I got a little better grasp. It's still a little fuzzy, but that's probably just me.
Okay. No, it's not just you. I can tell you. It's the hardest thing for me to explain to people that they understand. So I always say, it's like, if you're on $39 a month subscription, and you put $15 in your expense account, you can send 33 cards. That's really what you want to know. What's it going to cost?
That's it. So it's $200 to get started, and it's going to cost you about $55 to send out 30 cards.
Yep.
That's what I need. That's perfect. Thank you.
All right.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Can you sync the contacts database that we're already using with the system, or are you individually entering every contact information?
What are you currently using?
Contactually?
There is, Send Out Cards is coming out with an API that plugs into different databases. I don't know if Contactually is one of them, but I do know that you can import excuse me, you can export your contacts to a CSV file and you can import them into send out cards.
Okay.
So it's very easy to be able to do, and all that information will be transferred into your account.
Thanks.
Gail, someone's asking about the signatures, the handwritten signatures in the personal bundle.
Okay, I'll show you what those look like.
It's really fun and cool.
So if I'm going to create a card, I'll just pick this happy birthday card. 2-panel card. Those were your choices. Any card in the system you can create into a postcard, 2-panel, 3-panel, or big card. And I'm going to type over here. There's a drop-down menu, and there's all these different fonts that you can choose from in the system. If you don't like your handwriting font, I have some favorites in here that I like that I think look like handwriting. Mm-hmm. Actually, the homemade, it looks like my, so if I said, Dear Anne, see, isn't that pretty?
Good handwriting, Gail.
Oh, happy birthday. And so you get that, you type your message, and here's the fun part. You click here, and I've got different forms. So I'm a mom, so I have a little heart and mom if I want to send my children cards. I have Gail Zintek. I have 9 grandchildren, so if we're sending cards to our grandchildren, it's Grandma and Papa. Steve Zintek, Steve and Gail. Steve goes by Pops. We have one that says Mom and Dad, because we paid to have extra signatures in here, and you can do that. It's $5 per signature. But so these are, if I wanted to just sign my name, I'm just going to add Gail, and to make it bigger. And here's the key. I'm gonna share with you, but I didn't know back then. When you're filling out the handwriting font, the signature part, make your signature fill in that red rectangle, so you don't have to go into every card that you create and make your signature bigger. You can also make it any color of the rainbow. So there's a color wheel if I want to make it blue. See, my colors of my company are navy blue and orange, so I've got those added to my palette. And now my signature and everything is there in the handwriting I choose and the signature I want. I hope that was helpful.
All right.
Any other chats?
Nope. Someone was asking what number to use, and I gave them mine, but I also said that you get credit for them signing up. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So when you're signing up, use Anne's number. When you get to that point when it's asking for a sponsor ID, and Anne's is 216917. And here's the cool thing about it is I sponsor Hank. Hank sponsors Anne. Anne sponsors you. And we're all learning together. We're all benefiting together. And that's what's really cool about Send Out Cards.
And all of our postal carriers are very happy that we're doing this. They are. My post office just thinks we're wonderful for sending things in the mail. So what else do we need to know, Gail?
We need to get set up, and then what everybody who signs up today, I think we need to host another 30-minute session so that everybody gets their handwriting. I'll go through this so that those of you who are really tech savvy that are signing up today, you can go in and do this if you know how. If you need help, I want you to reach back to Anne or myself, and we'll help you with the custom branding and the signatures. So once you sign up, you're going to go to company, you're going to go to the downloads, and you're going to go down here to handwriting font form with instructions. There's instructions. What you need to know is print it out in color. Use a medium bold black pen, I think a fine Sharpie works really nice. This is what the example of how to fill out, if you do the marketing bundle and that comes with your handwriting font. So fill this out. If you just do the personal bundle, you have 4 signatures, and see how Julie Doe has filled in that box. I want you to, even if you write small, try to make it a little bit larger and authentic for you. And then you'll send this in to send out cards. You can also, you can scan it and email it, customersupport@sendoutcards.com. And they will, and in the subject line, put signatures or handwriting font, and they'll get those uploaded into your system quicker than if you do snail mail and send it into them. So that's where you're going to find your handwriting font. Your custom branding, if you hover over main menu in the black bar and you go down to custom brand manager, this is where you get to be creative and, customize the back of your cards. So what you're seeing here is just so I've got one with, that's more professional and personal, professional, fun, lifestyle, professional. And then I really like this one. I just made this because Steve and I were out on the boat one day, and I was taking selfies like I always do. And I turned this into more of a personal lifestyle, because people know we moved to the lake. And so it says, hope you're enjoying your day. Steve and Gayle Zintek, broker, owner, realtors, Network Team Homes Realty. And then our website. So I want you to combine, be who you are. Hank is always telling us, just do you. I want you to be who you are and brand your cards so that people know who you are and they have fun receiving the cards that you send to them.
Okay, Gayle, Gloria is getting an error saying, please call send out cards. What do you think that means?
At what point?
She said she tried signing up.
Okay. And
Gloria, can you talk? Maybe she can't unmute.
Hang on. I'm gonna stop the share for a minute so I can see everybody.
All right. There she is.
When I filled everything out and I put in the ID and clicked the little thing to agree, and as soon as I did that, I got this big long number of an error.
So what were you signing up for, Gloria?
The $3.95.
Okay. When this is over, why don't you and I call customer service together and we'll get it straightened out? Okay.
Now's the time to ask questions, guys. So we want to make this as pain-free as possible.
From Spike,
I got a question.
Okay,
Nancy.
sure.
I just realized I forgot to send in my signature thing.
Okay, do it. Just do it today. And here's what I'll tell you. Your personal handwriting font and your signatures, I'm not going to give mine back, but they're less important than getting the job done.
Okay.
So you actually sending the card,
right,
with just typing your name is
more important.
More important than not sending the card at all.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll get that done first.
Spike's team is asking about how many custom backs do you get with the marketing bundle?
You get 10. Actually, you kind of get unlimited, because let's say you create a campaign that's specific for birthdays, and you may have a fun custom back that you design that's like with birthday hats or something fun. You can attach that custom back to that campaign and then get rid of it out of your list of 10, and it's still going to be for that campaign. So really you have unlimited, but at any given time it's 10. So 10 that are to choose from today, but unlimited when you use them with your different campaigns.
I think that answers Jerry's question as well, doesn't it, Jerry? Yeah. What about the photos, Gayle? I'm curious about that. It says you can have so many photos stored.
Yes. So let me go back to.
Because I delete the ones that I use just because I know I'll be using new ones each time I'm sending out a card. Is that smart to do?
You can delete them. I've just made it. I don't delete them. You can organize them. There's all kinds of things you can do in your photo manager. And so when I bring up my photo manager, you're going to say, oh my gosh, look at all. So I don't delete them out. I could. This is one of our clients that just got married and they posted pictures on social media. So I took their pictures. Now I could delete those pictures now and be fine, but I'm just, my grandchildren, it's hard. It's like,
yeah.
So with the different bundle packages, I think with the basic storage, you get 500 photos.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, it's a nice way. If I wanted to go here, then let's just say I wanted to look up BNI 2013. I can go now and look at my BNI chapter from 2013 because I actually created a photo album for that. Here, home 2015 homes sold. These are the homes I sold in.
Oh, that's fun.
So, and they get buried, but I can bring them up because they're right here in an album waiting for me.
That's kind of a nice memory for you.
Yeah.
Whether, that how many you sold and which ones they were.
And I did this because I created a card at the end of the year and I highlighted, it was a 3-panel card that highlighted the homes that we sold that year. And I sent that to our sphere.
Neat. Any other questions, guys? We want to make sure that you're not having any issues when you're trying to sign up.
I signed up and it gave me an error message, and then but it emailed me saying that that I signed up. So I don't know. It won't let me log into the account though. Something weird's going on, I think.
Okay, Chris, what you know what? I can get send out cards on the phone right now. Let's do this. Let's do it this way. Those of you, because it's 11:30, I got a closing at 2 today that I have to kind of get ready for. But I want to make sure those that you have signed up today, that we get customer service called and find out, if.
You know what? I just closed everything and went back in, and I actually, through their confirmation email, I clicked that link, and now I'm in. So I'm good.
Cool.
Chris is good.
Now remember, guys, before we hang up, she's offering her class to teach us more fun ideas for $36 because you guys were on this call today. So we will post it. Where do we want to post it, Gayle? Do we want to post it to this thread, or do we want to post it to 36 to Life?
Why don't we post it to 36 to Life? And because I've recorded this, and even those who have the opportunity to watch the replay and get signed up in the first 24 hours will have the ability. So I would say, put a sense of urgency with the post saying, if you want send out cards, watch this today. We have a 24-hour special, and I've
got a. Go ahead.
And let people reach out if they have questions. I'm happy to be reached through Messenger or however you can reach me. So
and I'm still learning, but I'm getting there, and I'm not afraid to go in and dig. So if you guys have anything that you come across or you want to try, and you can, if you can't get a hold of Gayle, or if you just want to reach out to me, I'm more than happy to help do what I can. And like I said, I'm trying to explore really creative ways to make these cards my own too. So I'm happy to share that too.
Okay, so Gloria, message me, Gloria, with or just tell me what's your best phone number I can reach you at.
Oh, go ahead, Gloria.
I'm good. I did that too. I reloaded the page and filled it out again, and everything's fine.
Oh,
okay.
Good.
Yay, thank you. Gosh, you guys, we're going to have so much fun talking about this too online.
Yeah. And the best part is going to be sharing the stories that you're going to create. You're going to create some pretty amazing stories that, and it won't be anything that you can plan. The stories that come out of this are emotional, and you can't plan emotions. So I'm excited to help you get started. I'm excited to help you use this service like Hank teaches and Ann teaches, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it.
Can I ask one quick question?
Yeah.
Hi, if we're doing the marketing bundle, does it make sense to do the $39 monthly subscription then with it? I guess it's the same price as if we ran out of points, we could keep adding for 39 cents a point, which is the same price, right? But it would make it easier maybe to do the monthly.
Yeah, I would say yes, do the monthly, because then they're just there, and it's when you're reading that online, it makes it sound like with the marketing bundle you get your points for 39, but you really do have to be on a subscription for $39 a month to get that best fee.
Yeah, Eric, I know Eric's a cost-effective guy, and I think that $39 a month is much more cost-effective than pay as you go.
Okay.
I can hear him back there.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Yeah. Anybody else? Really? Seriously? Or you can text me, call me. You guys all have my info, so I'm here for you as always.
Yeah, let's get it done now so that we can jump into the training, so that the end of the year is going to be phenomenal, and you're going to really appreciate having this service to make you look good.
Oh, it's just so much fun. I want to go on a vacation with Jen Carcamo too.
Yeah. And Jim, you asked a question. Okay. And it was answered. Good. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody.
All right, guys. Reach out to us if you need us.
All right. Let's get
going.
Thank
Have
you.
a great day.
See ya.